State Pioneers. Leading off, playing left field, number 11, Shelby McDaniel. Batting second, the designated player, number 15, Lillian Burns. Batting third for the Pioneers, the shortstop, number 4, Delaney Warnick. Batting fourth, doing the catching, number 30, Emily Nolan. Batting fifth and playing over at first base, number 17, Hannah Howe. Batting sixth and playing second base, number 25, Zaylee Zeta. Batting seventh and playing third base for the Pioneers, number 44, Kylie Goodman. Batting eighth and playing out in center field for Glenville State, number 13, Emma McLean. Batting ninth and playing over in right field, number 6, Alexis Harward. And in the circle for the Pioneers this afternoon, number 24, the pitcher, Kylie Burdick. Your Pioneers are coached by head coach Sarah Schoon. Assistant coaches Tim White, Caitlin Cassay, and McKenna Negley. All right, for the home team, Fairmont State Fighting Falcons. Leading off and playing right field, number 8, Bella Hess. Batting second, playing out in center field, number 12, Avery Townsend. Batting third and playing shortstop for the Fighting Falcons, number 5, Emma Paul. Batting fourth, doing the designated hitting chores, number 23, Bree Marietta. Batting fifth for Fairmont State, the third baseman, number 15, Jalen McGill. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 11, Alexis Forshey. Batting seventh, playing left field, number 3, Sydney Emmanuel. Batting eighth and playing second base, number 2, Tage Madison. And batting ninth, the catcher, 25, Abby Kyle Schultz. And your flex player, number 18, the pitcher in the circle, Delaney Howard. Your Fighting Falcons are coached by head coach Brooke Lowry, assisted by Amy Hills.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and move your hands.
For over 4 decades, the health plan has been rooted in your community and the state of West Virginia. A steady part of your family and your business. We're here for you with health services designed to manage and improve your well-being. The health plan is powered by a team of dedicated healthcare professionals and trusted local partners. Because your health deserves more than just coverage. It deserves commitment. The health plan. Here for you.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
No weekend plans? Try some of ours. From unrivaled outdoor adventure you won't find anywhere else in the world, to hometown plates and platters that pair well with the local craft beers. The happiest hours start here. Mountaineer Country. Come, go wild.
Welcome back out to James Moyer Sports Complex, everyone. Scott Hall live with Day 2 of the 2026 MEC Softball Tournament. And we get 2 of the winners from yesterday for the first games of the day for both fields. Over here at Field 3, we have Glenville State taking on Fairmont State. And then over on Field 1, Charleston and Frostburg State. So just to look over the scores from yesterday, Charleston took down Davis and Elkins 8-0 in 6 innings, ending that one with a Kayla Moran 3-run bomb. And then almost immediately after that home run happens on Field 1, Frostburg State gets the 8-0 win in 6 innings over Concord as Isabella Donaldson dropped a shot into left field that allowed Kylie Piccone to come home from third and scored that 8th and final run. Then for the second game here on Field 3, Glenville State, it was the only game that ended up going 7 innings yesterday. Glenville took down West Liberty 6-2 as the Hilltoppers were not going to go quietly. They fought that one all the way to the end. Over on Field 1, we had another run rule, that one ending in 5 innings. Fairmont State took down West Virginia State 10-2. So right now we've got Fairmont, the #1 seed from the north, taking on Glenville State, the #2 seed from the south. Delaney Haller is in the circle for the Falcons, and she will get things started here with a first pitch at right at noon. How about that for starting right on time? But it will be a first pitch ball to Shelby McDaniels. McDaniels, the left fielder for the Pioneers. Go through the lineups here for you in just a moment as the lefty McDaniels steps back in. Next pitch from Haller, and now she will get a strike. Delaney Haller has been an incredible pitcher for Fairmont State throughout her career. Haller, a junior from Shinston, West Virginia, went to Lincoln High School. The 1-1 count, popped up in the air's got enough spin to get back out of play and lands behind one of our cameramen behind home plate. So 1-2 count out on the field defensively for Fairmont State. We have Delaney Haller in the circle. Abby Kyle Holtz behind the plate. Over at first base, Alexa Forche. Second base, Paige Madison. Shortstop, Emma Paul. Third base, Jalen McGill. Left field, Sydney Emanuel. Center field, Avery Townsend. And right field is Bella Hess. So McDaniels, the leadoff, still at the plate with a 1-2 count. Is going to drive that one over into left for a base hit. But McDaniels with the wheels. Oh, she thought about a double. What a great job from Emanuel to field that and get it back into the infield. McDaniels got that big turn over at first. She was really thinking about trying to make it an extra base hit. Sometimes you can catch a defense napping out there thinking that, oh, this is just going to be a single. Let me just field this cleanly and just toss it back in. But if you're not paying attention, some of those runners, they can keep right on flying. Take the next 60 feet. Up next at the plate, Lillian Burns drops down the bunt's going to roll near the circle. Haller gets it over to first where Madison is covering. So a 1-4 sacrifice bunt will get the first out of the inning, but it does its job. Puts McDaniels into scoring position at second. That will bring up Delaney Warnick, who had an incredible game yesterday. We're talking about her performance throughout this contest, but Warnick will step up to the plate for the first time in this one. Junior from Perryopolis, Pennsylvania. First pitch from Haller. It's taken for a strike. Just catching the low outside corner. So behind Warnick is the catcher Emily Nolan, and batting fifth at first base is Hannah Howe. Batting sixth at second base, Zaylee Sita. Get to the rest here in just a moment. Haller will miss low and away for ball one. Batting seventh at third base for Glenville State is Kylie Goodman. Batting eighth in center field, Emma McLean, and batting ninth in right field is Alexis Harward. Warnick trying to keep the sharp eyes up, letting that one go low and away and keeping the bat on her shoulders. Flag out in left field's been blown around a little bit. At first today, it was blowing out toward left field. Now it's kind of changed directions a little bit as it seems like the wind might be coming from the left side, going across the field towards center. Warnick foul tip. So Fairmont State, the home team, they are in the third base dugout. Glenville State over on the first base side. It is going by seeding. Again, Fairmont State first seed from the north, and Glenville State the #2 seed from the south. The last time these two teams played, April 18th at Glenville State. The Pioneers took both of those contests. Part of the incredible month of April that Glenville State went on, popped up back part of the infield and actually about a step behind second base. Emma Paul comes over and makes the catch, and good thing McDaniels got back because Paul was close enough. She probably could have reached out and tagged her. pop out to short will retire Warnick. Send her back to the dugout. Since McDaniel's got the leadoff single, it's been 2 up, 2 down. And that will bring up Emily Nolan, the catcher. Another right-hander. Take the first pitch for a strike. Our umpires for today's game, behind home plate, we have Tim Merrifield. Over at first base, Brian Howard. And third base, Derek Smith. Haller looks in. Just misses outside. 1-1 count. Haller this season comes in with a 1.63 ERA and a 14-3 record, making her 23rd appearance in the circle, 22nd start. She's gone the distance 8 times, has 1 shutout, 1 save, 107 1/3 innings pitched, 68 strikeouts. She'll miss outside for ball 2. Delaney Haller was one of 5 pitchers named first team all-conference. Again, one of the better pitchers in the league. This one's driven over towards center field, but not deep enough. Avery Townsend able to take some steps over to her left and make the catch toward right center. So Glenville State, they get a leadoff batter on board, but unable to find that timely hit and bring her in. Next, we'll see Kylie Burdick in the circle for the Pioneers to face the Falcons. Stay tuned for more right here on MEC TV.
Unlocking your potential and discovering your purpose.
It's about community and how we can better serve others.
It's about learning and doing.
It's about the journey and the road getting there.
It's about opportunities and the endless possibilities.
It's about finding where you belong, and it is here at Concord University.
It's about you, and it starts with you.
What's possible when you have the freedom to explore things that inspire you? To be a part of a community that supports and challenges you. Where can you go to find the space and time to reach your goals? Who can you become when you're able to make connections in a place where you belong? Find out what's possible at Frostburg State University.
Bottom of the first inning, scoreless so far. Glenville State got the leadoff batter on board as Shelby McDaniels punched one out to left field for a single. Advanced to second on a sacrifice bunt from Burns, but then got stranded there at second as Warnick popped out to short, and then Nolan lined out toward right center field. It's now in the circle for Glenville State is Kylie Burdick, and you can find her name all throughout the record books once her career is finished. Burdick, senior pitcher from Cincinnati, Ohio, and Taylor High School. First pitch to Bella Hess is taken for ball 1. So Kylie Burdick in the circle. Behind home plate is Emily Nolan. First base, Hannah Howe. Second base, Zaylee Sita. Shortstop, Delaney Warnick. Third base, Kylie Goodman. In left field, Shelby McDaniels. Center field, Emma McLean. And right field, Alexis Harward. 2-0 count for Hess, the center fielder for Fairmont State. Chopper in the infield will break through the infield shift as Warnick was shaded a little bit more towards third. And Hess made him pay for it with a single into left center.
Number 12, Avery Townsend.
So Hess on board has speed, 34 of 36 in stolen base attempts this season. Up next behind her is Avery Townsend, the center fielder. First pitch taken for a strike. Townsend squaring to bunt, pulls back, takes that one up high, 1-1 count. So Bella Hess, the right fielder, led things off, followed by the center fielder Avery Townsend. Batting third, shortstop is Emma Paul. Batting fourth, the designated player Bree Marietta. Batting next is third base Jalen McGill laying down the bunt, and nobody is there to cover at first. Bunt single for Townsend. Shortstop kind of had to go towards third just in case, because third came crashing in for the bunt, so did first. But second went to second to go with the runner, and nobody was there at first base to try and get Townsend. So a bunt single by the circle. Back-to-back hits for the Falcons to get things going here in the bottom of the first. Up next, shortstop Emma Paul. She'll take the first pitch for a strike. Go through the rest of the offensive lineup for you for the Falcons. Batting sixth is first base Alexa Forshea. Batting seventh in left field is Sydney Emanuel. Batting eighth at second, Paige Madison, and rounding out the lineup in the 9 spot is the catcher Abby Kyle Holtz. 1-1 count. Ripped through the left side, and they're going to try and wave Hess around, and now quick halt the brakes. Another base hit, back-to-back-to-back singles. Brooke Lowry over there at third was waving Hess around, but she got a good bit of distance there. Down the line just in case, and then look at that arm. She is flying and then hit the brakes. Good job of stopping there by Hess to get back to third. Throw was a little off from home, but that is one of those where definitely it's close enough that if that throw is home, Hess would have been out at the plate. So a single through the left side for Paul. We have bases loaded. Hess at third, Townsend at second, Paul at first. Speed all the way around. And now Bree Marietta will come up to the plate. Marietta, a senior from Morgantown, West Virginia. The season coming in batting .380 this year. 49 hits, 23 runs scored, 12 doubles, 1 triple, 15 home runs. So 1-0 count for Marietta, and you have nowhere to put her. 2-0 count. Burdick's got to try and be careful around the strike zone. See if she can get Marietta to chase after something, because you do not want to put anything close enough for Marietta to get a hold of. But keeps the good eyes, takes that for a 3-0 count. Will Burdick possibly walk in the first run of the game for Fairmont State? 3-0 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Got Marietta chasing that time. Hess at third, Townsend at second, Paul at first. Back-to-back-to-back singles. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there from Burdick. It's Marietta cutting underneath. West Liberty now on site to get warmed up for their game that will be coming up on Field 1 against West Virginia State. The elimination contest. That one fouled back. So the first 2 games today are on the winner's side of the bracket. The winner of these 2 games will immediately go to Friday. They will not have to come back and play at all today. The losers will have to come back and play at 5 o'clock in an elimination contest. Marietta out to left. That's going to get over the head of McDaniels. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs is going to come around. They will hold up Paul at at third. Marietta with a double. And Fairmont State leads 2-0. Marietta with the double, driving that one deep on McDaniels. Hess and Townsend come home to score easily. Paul gets stopped at third. Marietta with her 13th double of the season, give her now 53 runs driven in. We will have a pinch runner over at second. It is number 28, Kenzie Thomas, who will be coming in for Marietta. Kenzie Thomas, junior outfielder from Charleston, West Virginia, went to GW High School. Thomas, look at her stats from this season. She does have 6 hits, 12 runs scored. It's the 28th time this season that she has appeared in a game. She does have 1 start, 1 double, 3 runs driven in, and she does have 3 stolen bases as well. So the double into left field, drives in 2 runs for Marietta, and she'll get to go back to the dugout and let Thomas run. Behind her now, Jalen McGill, third base. And she'll take the first pitch for ball 1. McGill comes in hitting .383 this year, 49 hits, 32 runs scored, 14 doubles and 5 homers, 30 runs driven in. So another absolute dangerous batter for Fairmont State. Falcons coming into today's contest have 4 in their lineup with 30 or more RBI this year. Emma Paul, who stands at third, leads the way with 60. Bree Marietta second, now up to 53, and then Jalen McGill and Abby Kyle-Holtz with 30 each. Not far behind is Alexa Forche with 25. Pitch taken outside for a 3-1 count. Well, Burdick does have somewhere to put McGill. She can't get her to chase one. 2 runners in scoring position, swing and a miss. And Burdick does get McGill to chase. First strikeout of the game for Burdick.
The first baseman, number 11, Alex Forche.
She's got over 300 in her career. Check swing, lifted out towards left center, laying out for it and making the catch as McDaniels fire back towards third. And looking like at least she did tag up and run. However, I think Glenville State might want to check with the home plate umpire to see if she left early or not.
Stepping in now for Fairmont State, the left fielder, number 3.
And now they'll go over and check with the third base umpire. What a great catch from McDaniels. And they will say that Paul did tag up. So it is a sac fly for McGill on a shot that looked like it was definitely headed for the gap, but McDaniels laying out, making the grab. Or excuse me, not McGill. McGill went down on the strikeout. That was Forche. And now Sydney Emanuel's at the plate. So Forche went after the first pitch, got the sacrifice fly. And now Sydney Emanuel comes up next. She'll take the first pitch for ball 1. And another one outside. Burdick trying to stay away mostly so far from these hitters. Not really coming inside too much. See if she sticks with the outside. Then she comes in. There we go. Right on schedule. In on the hands. McDaniels follows that into foul territory and makes the catch. But not before Fairmont State takes the early 3-0 lead in the bottom of the first. A 2-run double from Marietta. And then a sacrifice fly from Forche. We come back. Fairmont State back on defense. Can Glenville State get the bats going? Stay tuned for more right here on MEC TV.
Tomorrow's innovators, teachers, caregivers, researchers, leaders, and creators all have one thing in common. They started out just like you. At West Liberty University, you are the focus. This is a place where you will gain the skills, knowledge, and confidence to change your life and the world around you. It all starts here, with you. Visit westliberty.edu to start your journey. It's all here at West Liberty University.
Glenville State University offers cutting-edge programs, small class sizes, and dedicated faculty providing students with a personalized experience focused on their success. With the lowest tuition in the Mountain State, every student has the opportunity to achieve their goals. At Glenville State University, you'll find a community that supports, challenges, and inspires you every step of the way. From hands-on learning in state-of-the-art facilities to internships that connect you with real-world opportunities, we prepare you for the challenges and triumphs of tomorrow. Pioneer your future at Glenville State University.
3-0 is the score. Top of the second inning, Fairmont State with 4 straight hits. And 2 batters later, a sacrifice fly, getting those 3 runs to cross the plate. And so now Delaney Haller comes back out with a little bit of an early cushion. But Glenville State is a team that can score runs in bunches. Hannah Howell, big swing and a miss there for strike 1. Brief moment here in between, as quick little word between the home plate umpire and Haller. Hannah Howe comes into today batting .286 this season, 42 hits, 9 doubles, 1 triple, 5 homers, and 42 runs driven in. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Haller taking some speed off. The Pioneers also have 4 batters with 30 or more RBI, but nobody's above 42. That's Warnick. Shelby McDaniels has 29. So again, these 2 teams can really produce some runs. Tries to go outside on the 0-2 and misses off the plate. Kyle Holtz tried to offer the frame, but home plate umpire not going for it. Howell will dig back in. Popped up foul, and enough spin to get out of play. They'll land over in the stands and bounce back behind. So 1-2 count. Top of the second inning, due up here for Glenville State. Howell, Sita, and Goodman. Again, both of these teams have just been on an absolute run through the last month of the season, not just to mention throughout the entire season altogether. Popped up, back of the infield, and just in front of the grass making the catch is Paul. One away. Now with a little frustration as she heads back into the dugout. Now we'll bring up Zaylee Sita, who made a couple of great plays at second base yesterday in the Pioneers win over West Liberty. So the right-hander steps in. First pitch fouled over towards, stands on the first base side. Yesterday's contest, Sita was 0 for 3 at the plate. Still an excellent day defensively. Fowler with a little lean there. I think she's trying to make sure she sees the right call there from her catcher. Another one fouled off to the first base side. Haller yesterday in the win all 5 innings, allowed 4 hits, scattered those 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts, and in fact the home run that she gave up yesterday to West Virginia State, it was only the 4th one that Haller has given up all year. And it was the first home run of the season for the hitter from State. 6-3 ground out. Will retire Sita.
With 2 away here in the top of the second.
2 up, 2 down, and now we move on to Kylie Goodman. Goodman yesterday also 0 for 3 at the plate. So let's see what the right-hander can do here. Goodman, senior from Waynesburg, Pennsylvania, went to Waynesburg Central. Let's take the first one low and away. So no changes defensively for Fairmont State. There was only one change in the lineup. Strike here on Goodman as Marietta was subbed out for a pinch runner, but Marietta is the designated player for the Falcons. And I'm sure we'll see her come back into the lineup once her spot comes back around. Fouled straight back. 1-2 count. So Haller really has only gotten just briefly behind a couple of batters today, and that was on a 2-1 count to Warnick and Nolan. And battled right back here. So far in this inning, she has not gotten behind anybody. There's only been 2 called balls so far. And right on cue, we have a third. But it is a 2-2 count for Goodman. So 2 away, no runners on. Again, stay tuned. We have 3 games today going on each field. Thursday, always a busy day. Swing and a miss. Haller takes some speed off and gets the K, and the Fairmont State fans are loving it. 3-0 still is your score, and the Falcons will be coming back up to the plate. Coming up next right here on MEC TV.
State Fighting Falcons, the second baseman, number 2.
8-9-1 due up in this inning for the Falcons. Madison, Kyle Holtz, and then back to Hess. As the Falcons have the 3-0 lead right now over the Glenville State Pioneers. First pitch from Burdick down in the dirt for ball 1. Kylie Burdick, who's had an incredible career for Glenville State, and again, you will find her name throughout the record books when she's done. Let's see if she can try and gain a little bit more control here in the circle after a very rough first inning. She'll get a strike here. Hess hit a single, Townsend with the bunt single, Paul with a single through the left side. That loaded the bases, and then Marietta drove the double into left field that scored 2. Foul back, 1-2 count. And finally, Burdick got a strikeout on McGill, but then Forche came up, attacked the first pitch, and had what ended up being a sacrifice fly, but really it was McDaniels stealing away a base hit on a diving catch in left center. But that allowed Paul to tag up and score. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 2 in the contest for Burdick. Give her now 123 for the year.
Falcons, the catcher, number 25, Abby Kyle-Schultz.
She earned her 300th career strikeout back on April 30th against Davis and Elkins. It was on the 3rd K of the game. She tossed 2 shutout innings and allowed just 2 hits. Foul tip for Kyle Holtz. Kyle Holtz, one of those 30 RBI hitters for the Falcons. And again, when these two teams met back on April 18th, Burdick earned her 50th career win and tossed her 2nd career no-hitter as well, going all 7 innings, had 11 strikeouts. She did allow 4 walks, so no perfect game, but still had the no-hitter. Fairmont State got after her in the first. 1-1 count. Kyle Holtz take another one high and outside. Coming into today, 316 average, 36 hits, 16 runs scored, 11 doubles, 3 homers, and those 30 RBI. 2-1 count, driven up the middle. That'll drop into center field. Another base hit for Fairmont State, and Kyle Holtz is fired up. I think even assistant coach Amy Hills is kind of going, ooh, feeling the fire coming off from Kyle Holtz. So one away, but another base runner on for the Falcons, and we go back to the top of the lineup. It's a good thing Hannah Howell wasn't standing too close to her either. Popped up foul, third base side. That'll drop into the stands. Update from over on field one. Frostburg State takes the 2-0 lead over top of Charleston. Frostburg State, the number 2 seed from the north, and Charleston, the number 1 seed from the south. Ball one on Hess. Kylie Piccone with a single to right field, drove in 2 runs, Laura Guilford and Sage Howler, to get that 2-0 lead. Hess pops one up foul that heads back over towards field 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Hess, 1 away, runner at first. Inside, taken for strike 3, snap throw down to first. That was a high one, a great catch from Howe, because that could have been trouble if that had kept going right on down the line, because Nolan came up firing for first. Hess will go down on the backwards K, 3rd strikeout of the day now for Burdick, give her 124 for the year. First pitch to Townsend will miss outside. Townsend reached base safely her first time up on a bunt single, going for the sacrifice bunt attempt, but nobody was there to cover first. Pops one up on the bunt attempt, but back into the net. Trying to see if maybe she can catch the defense napping again. I mean, why not? If you have 1 bunt single, try and go for a second one. See if Brooke Lowry might keep the call on here. Swinging away on the slap attempt. Fouled back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Head coach Brooke Lowry in her 4th season at Fairmont State has seen this team staying just really at the top of the division. Back to back to back to back. That's 4 for you folks trying to keep track at home. 4 times in a row that they have been the number 1 seed from the north. 2-2 count. Pulled towards second base. Sita fielding it, tosses it over to first. Nice little hop job there from Kyle Holtz to make sure that she did not kick the ball. So this time Glenville State, they're able to retire and get out of the jam, even with 1 runner still getting on base. But 3-0 is the lead. Can the Pioneers get the bats going? Stay tuned and find out. Top of the 3rd, up next on MEC TV.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
You have dreams.
A better life, a better job, a better you.
So where do you start to build the skills necessary to get there? At West Virginia State, you are not just a number, you are who you choose to be.
You receive personal attention from award-winning faculty.
You study in nationally recognized programs.
You learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have. No matter where you want to go
or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
Top of the 3rd inning. Glenville State now at the plate, trailing 3-0. They were able to get out of the jam defensively in the bottom of the 2nd. After Madison went down on a strikeout, Kyle Holtz with the single to center field, but then Burdick got Hess to go down on the strikeout looking, and then Townsend grounding out to second base. Popped up in the infield from Emma McLean, drifting back towards third, but making the catch as the shortstop, Emma Paul. One pitch, one away. Now down to the 9 spot in the lineup is the right fielder, Alexis Harward. Harward yesterday 2 for 2 at the plate with 2 runs scored as well as an RBI. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Again, these first 2 games of day 2 on the winner's side of the bracket. The winners will immediately move on to Friday, trying to do it the easy way and not have to come back here to play. The losers will be back for a game at 5 o'clock, an elimination contest. Pop back foul. The next 2 games scheduled for a start time of 2:30 p.m. Here at Field 3, we will have the number 4 seed from the north, Davis and Elkins, taking on the 3 seed from the south, Concord. That is our first elimination game of the day. And then over on Field 1, hopefully starting at the same time, number 3 from the north, West Liberty, taking on the number 4 seed from the south, West Virginia State. There was not a single upset yesterday. The higher seed winning all 4 contests, 3 of them by run rule. The only one that made it to the 7th was the second game that we had over here at Field 3 between Glenville State and West Liberty. So Harward at the plate with the 1-2 count. Haller just gets that outside low corner. Strikeout looking. Second K of the day for Harward. Give her 69 now for the season. 2 up, 2 down, and it's only been 5 pitches so far for Delaney Haller in the circle. Now we'll go back to the top of the lineup with left fielder Shelby McDaniels, who had a great diving catch in the first. Scoring the bunt, drops it down towards the circle. Haller picks it up, gets it over to first in time. Madison is there to cover for the final out. 3 up, 3 down, and it only took 6 pitches. Moving on to the bottom of the third. Fairmont State still has the 3-0 lead. Can they add more? Stay tuned and find out. It's coming up next on MEC TV.
For over 4 decades, the health plan has been rooted in your community and the state of West Virginia. A steady part of your family and your business. We're here for you with health services designed to manage and improve your well-being. The health plan is powered by a team of dedicated healthcare professionals and trusted local partners, because your health deserves more than just coverage. It deserves commitment. The health plan, here for you.
Davis and Elkins College continues leading the way, and we did not slow down, even during the global health crisis. We have secured private donations and grant funding to support our growing, successful, and now accelerated nursing programs. Davis and Elkins nursing graduates have repeatedly posted 100% passing rates on nursing boards and are sought after by health organizations of all sizes, specialties, and locations. They need nurses, and we train the best.
Emma Paul, the shortstop, will lead things off for Fairmont State here in the bottom of the third inning, trying to see if they can add to their 3-0 lead. All 3 runs coming in the bottom of the first. First pitch to Paul, taken outside for ball 1. Burdick still in the circle. He's calmed down a little bit in the second inning. Had the strikeout, then the single to center, then a strikeout looking, then the ground out to second. Foul to the first base side. So 1-1 count for Paul. Paul so far 1 for 1 today. Had the single through the left side back in the first, then later came around to scoring the sacrifice fly by Alexa Forche. Driven out towards center field, but it won't be deep enough. Getting back to make the catch is McLean. Good, solid shot from Paul, but just not enough. Emma Paul this season does have 6 home runs, but she has 20 doubles as well. And just as we were talking about earlier, Bree Marietta is re-entering the game. Remember, she was substituted for a pinch runner back in the first. That was Kenzie Thomas that came in to run for her, but Thomas ended up getting stranded at second. So Marietta back into the lineup, and of course you're not going to take out your best power hitter, especially not this early in the game. She has 29 extra base hits this season, 13 doubles, a triple, and 15 blasts. But now she comes up with nobody on. Last time she came up, she had the bases loaded. First pitch, she'll take that for ball one. Head coach Brooke Lowry over there on the third base side for Fairmont State has had, again, such an incredibly successful career in her first head coaching job. Foul tip, 1-1 count. I mean, just listen to these win totals through her 4 years with Fairmont State. 33, 40, which was the most in team history, then 36, and now 36 again after yesterday's game. 145, 66, and 1. Swing and a miss for strike two. Her record in the MEC, 82 and 30. They're just trying to find their way into the championship game to see if they can come away with the title and the automatic bid into the NCAA tournament. 2-2 count from Burdick to Marietta. Burdick knows she has got to be careful around that zone. Look up and say goodbye. Marietta absolutely crushes one. Her 30th extra base hit of the season. 16th bomb. That one probably about a 240 blast out towards right center. Let's take a look at this one again. And she knew it. The way she just dropped the bat, she knew it. That one was out. A double, a two-run double, and now a solo home run. And she has gone to the center field gap on both sides. Well, no, excuse me, the double was actually to left. This one pulled out towards right center. 4-0 is your lead for Fairmont State. And that will bring up McGill. She'll take the first pitch outside for ball one. Last time McGill came up, she went down as a strikeout to Burdick, as she was trying to respond after allowing the two-run double. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Marietta absolutely on fire for Fairmont State. Has driven in 3 of the 4 runs. McGill lays down the bunt, but that's going to roll backwards. Foul ball, come back, and let's try it again. McGill looking for hit number 50 this season. McGill, the senior from Cochranton, Pennsylvania. I hope I pronounced that one correctly. Get a thumbs up from my statistician, RJ Licey. Thank you very much. 2-2 count for McGill. Popped up. Can it get back to the net? And not quite sure, but it was dropped as Nolan not able to come up with the catch. Another one of those high ones that sometimes can be so hard for a catcher to find. You've got to sometimes rely on the communication coming from your infielders as they are also crashing in. And McGill trying to stay alive, seeing if she can make the adjustment on Burdick. Fairmont State has a little bit of revenge on their minds after losing the doubleheader from earlier this year. Again, fighting for that chance at the title. Popped up, infield over towards the left side. Warnick underneath, it's short. And she'll make the catch after calling everyone off. 2 away. And we'll bring up Alexa Forche.
Coming to the plate now for
who technically is yet to register an official at bat since her last time up was a sacrifice fly, but it was thievery out in left center from a great diving catch from McDaniels. Because honestly, if that ball had landed, there would have been a good chance for 2 runs to come in and score, with Thomas coming from the backside runner instead of just Paul from third. 1-1 count. So Forshea now with 26 runs driven in this season. Up at the plate with nobody on and 2 away, and a 2-1 count. You have to wonder how much longer Glenville State might leave Burdick in the circle. See if she can at least try and get her way out of this inning. So far, just the solo home run allowed. But an absolute blast from Marietta. Got Paul to line out to center field, then McGill to pop out to short. Fairmont State with 6 hits in the contest, and they have made them work with 4 runs coming off of those. Over on field 1, Frostburg State still with the 2-0 lead. The Bobcats with 3 hits, Charleston with just 1 pulled foul. Coach Lowry almost looking like she had about a kick save there down the third base line. But instead will make it all the way back to the corner. A smile on her face and shaking her head as that one goes by. Whoop. Just misplayed the hop. I'm sure if she still would have had a glove, she'd been able to make that play. Popped up, foul territory. Can Nolan find this one? And she does. That'll be the final out of the inning, but not before Marietta goes yard and gives Fairmont State another run. 4-0 is your score. Top of the 4th coming up next right here on MEC TV.
Decades, the health plan has been rooted in your community and the state of West Virginia. A steady part of your family and your business. We're here for you with health services designed to manage and improve your well-being. The health plan is powered by a team of dedicated healthcare professionals and trusted local partners. Because your health deserves more than just coverage. It deserves commitment. The health plan. Here for you.
Top of the 4th inning, the Pioneers have got to try and get something going offensively here. They have been only able to muster 1 hit off of Holler, and that was the very first batter in the top of the 1st, Shelby McDaniels with the single to left. Since then, she has shut everything down. Grounded towards short. Coming up, firing is Paul, and a great stretch from Madison at first. Forshea at first. Let me get my right defender here. 1 pitch and a 6-3 ground out. So maybe I even need a reminder of who's on the field defensively for Fairmont State. In the circles, Delaney Holler. Behind the plate, Abby Kyle Holtz. First base, Alexa Forshea. Second base is Paige Madison. Shortstop, Emma Paul. Third base, Jayla McGill. Left field, Sydney Emanuel. Center field, Avery Townsend. And right field is Bella Hess. Taken for a strike on Warnick. Warnick, her last time up, popped out to Paul over at short. Actually, it was more right behind second base as McDaniels was standing there. High foul ball over towards right field, just bounces off the padding. So no chance for a catch there from any of the defenders in the area. Forshea, Madison, and Hess all running after that one. Warnick had a heck of a day yesterday at the plate. Let's see if she can try and get something started. As Warnick was 2 of 3 with 3 runs driven in, 1 run scored and one walk. She'll take the 0-2 outside for ball 1. So 1 away, no runners on. Warnick with the pink bat. Driven towards second. Madison has it and gets it over to Forshea. So 2 infield ground outs for the first 2 outs of the inning. Haller throughout the season really hasn't been the strikeout pitcher, if you want to put it that way, but she has done an incredible job being able to allow her defense to play behind her, whether it's been the ground balls or the easy fly out, something that the defense can track. But this one is driven deep over towards left center field. That's going to get back to the fence. Rounding first and heading on into second with a double is Emily Nolan. Trying to let her teammates know, hey, let's get something going here. Aggressive again, going after the first pitch. And we will have a pinch runner over at second. Coming in for Glenville State is number 2, Addie Hicks. Sophomore outfielder from Parsons, West Virginia. She came in to run yesterday as well. Home plate umpire Tim Merrifield letting the press box know about the switch. Again, the double to left center field from Nolan. And the pinch runner, Addie Hicks, coming in at second base. So up next at the plate is Hannah Howe. I'll take the first pitch downstairs for ball 1. Howe, her first time up, popped out to Paul over at short. She was the first out of the top of the second. Fouled over towards the third base dugout. 1-1 count. So Howell will step back in, trying to see if she can get Glenville State on the scoreboard, as they currently trail 4-0. 1-1 pitch will miss low and away. That's been a spot that Haller has been able to get a couple of calls on, but also as well getting the batters to chase after it. Check swing, line foul over towards the right field side. Now Howell will step back in. Haller taking a little bit of time here in between the pitches, trying to make sure that she is set. Pulled the low outside shot, and Paul will get it over to Forshea at first for the final out of the inning. So Nolan comes through with a double, but 3 ground outs in the infield will retire it for Fairmont State defensively. The Falcons coming back up to the plate. Can they keep adding to the lead? Bottom of the 4th up next right here on MEC TV.
What's possible when you have the freedom to explore things that inspire you? To be a part of a community that supports and challenges you. Where can you go to find the space and time to reach your goals? Who can you become when you're able to make connections in a place where you belong? Find out what's possible at Frostburg State University.
Welcome back out to James Moyers Sports Complex, everyone. Day 2 of the 2026 MEC Softball Tournament. And Emily Nolan has re-entered behind the plate at catcher for Glenville State after her double. And new pitcher in the circle for the Pioneers, wearing number 32, Andy Joe Howard, a sophomore from Wheelersburg, Ohio. Leading things off at the plate for Fairmont State is Emmanuel. She attacks the first pitch. Hopper over to short. Wernick has trouble collecting it. Can't quite get it over. That one was a quick hop right into her lap. Just couldn't quite handle a little bobble, but by the time the throw came over to first, a little too late. Let's watch that again. Right off the second hop. And it will be E6. So Emmanuel was aggressive going after the first pitcher. Bunt dropped. Howard picks it up, gets it over to first where Sita is covering. And that will be out number 1, but the sacrifice bunt is successful as Emmanuel moves over to second into scoring position. So Madison, Madison coming through with the bunt. And up next is Kyle Holtz, the catcher. First one fouled into the netting. We have some rescue vehicles sitting over in the parking lot out beyond the left field side. We're hoping that they are just kind of here to say hello and come watch the game, but hope that there's not some kind of an emergency that is necessary. 1-1 count for Kyle Holtz. Right-hander will dig back in. And Howard will catch a strike on the outside. Howard this season coming in with a 3.85 ERA and 0-1 record. She's making her 13th appearance of the season. She's only started 2 games. 23 2/3 innings pitched, and she will get a big swing and a miss here from Kyle Holtz for the strikeout. Howard with her first K of the afternoon, gets her 9th of the season. And now 2 away in the inning with Emmanuel still standing at second, but we'll go back to the top of the lineup with Bella Hess. Hess with a single and a strikeout so far, but this is the first time she's facing the lefty today. We'll take the first pitch for ball 1. Emmanuel with a nice low crouch over at second. Waiting to see if her teammate Hess can give her an opportunity to sprint around the bases and try to come home for that 5th run. Fairmont State with the 4-0 lead. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning. Taking first strike on the inner half of the plate. Howard has been mixing things up a little bit here since she's come in. I'm starting to wonder, especially in the last half inning after the home run by Marietta, how much longer was Burdick going to possibly stay in the contest, because it looked like the Falcons had her pretty well figured out. 3-1 count. So Coach Schoon allowed Burdick to finish off the 3rd. Now Howard here in the 4th. Lifted up high over towards center field. McLean gets back and makes the catch for the final out of the inning. So another base runner gets on board for Fairmont State, but this time the Pioneers close out defensively. On to the 5th. Pioneers have got to get something going, and it's up next here on MEC TV.
Unlocking your potential and discovering your purpose.
It's about community and how we can better serve others.
It's about learning and doing.
It's about the journey and the road getting there.
It's about opportunities and the endless possibilities.
It's about finding where you belong, and it is here at Concord University.
It's about you, and it starts with you.
What's possible when you have the freedom to explore things that inspire you? To be a part of a community that supports and challenges you. Where can you go to find the space and time to reach your goals? Who can you become when you're able to make connections in a place where you belong? Find out what's possible at Frostburg State University.
Top of the fifth inning, Zaylee Seda will come up to the plate to lead things off for the Pioneers as they trail 4-0. Trying to get something going here on the Falcons, but Haller has been in control ever since allowing that first single. Left field early in the contest. That was the very first batter in Shelby McDaniels. And has only allowed a double since then to Nolan. 1-1 count to Seda. Seda, her first time up, grounded out to Paul at short. So she is 0 for 1. Lifted up foul, right field side. Count will go to 1-2. Over on field one, Charleston has been able to get on the scoreboard in the third. They tied things up there, but then Frostburg State added another run in the top of the fourth. They currently lead 3-2. Addison Mass still in the circle for the Golden Eagles. Again, these two teams fighting to be able to go straight on into Friday and not have to come back and play later today. Liner into right center field. That'll be a base hit for Seda. Her first hit of the contest, her first hit of the tournament. For the player who came in leading Glenville State in hits and batting average at .373, finally picking up her 61st hit of the year. So leadoff runner on base, and Kylie Goodman coming up next. Goodman 0 for 1, went down on a strikeout her first time up. Lifted up high, but drifting foul, right field side. Stays in the field of play, but out of the reach of Madison and Hess. Goodman this season, extra base hits, only has 4 doubles. 13 runs driven in, but tournament's always a good time for somebody to start having a hot bat. See if they can get on a roll. Lined over towards short. Paul has it, fires back towards first, but not in time. Seda with a great job to freeze on the liner and then immediately turn around, dive back in safely.
Coming to the plate now for Glenville State, the center.
Line out to short will be the first out of the inning. Goodman is retired. That will bring us to Emma McLean. McLean, her first time up, was aggressive, went after the first pitch and popped out to short. She'll let the first one go this time as it was outside. Ball 1. Seda just 3 for 3 in stolen base attempts this season, but Kyle Holtz not taking any chances on it. The outside pitch immediately popping up and checking the runner at first. Haller delivers and just misses outside. Falcons fans with some disagreement over from the third base side. Haller rubs a little dirt on her hands, steps back on the rubber. Swing and a miss. McLean chasing after one, going low and away. Emma McLean coming into today batting .323 this season with 43 hits, 10 doubles, 1 triple, and 1 homer. Nolan, not Nolan, it's McLean at the plate. Yesterday was 2 of 3 with a run scored. She'll foul one back, 2-2 count. Pioneers trying to see if they can make the adjustment on Delaney Haller, one of the best pitchers in the league. She's allowed 3 hits so far, but has been able to pretty much scatter them throughout the contest. Lifted up high towards shallow center field. Paul gets back, and she'll call off Townsend and make the catch. Good beat on it coming from her shortstop position.
2 away here in the top half of the 5th. Coming to the plate for the Pioneers.
2 away. However, Townsend was sprinting in hard. If Paul wasn't there, she'd have been able to make the catch. Now down to Alexis Harward batting in the 9th spot. 2 away, still a runner on base for Glenville State. That's Seda at first. Swing, foul tip. Harward, her last time up, went down on a strikeout looking. That was the second of the contest for Haller. She hasn't had one since. But again, she's a little bit more of the kind of ground ball. Again, get her defense to be able to play behind her. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Haller this season hasn't gone over 5 strikeouts too many times. Her season high was 9 against Salem back on April 11th, coming in 6 innings. A foul tip as Harward tries to stay alive at the plate. She had 7 in another game against Salem back on March 29th. Had 5 against Charleston on May 1st, 6 against West Liberty on April 25th. Haller delivers low and away. Another quick check down to first, but no throw from Kyle Holtz. So 1 ball, 2 strikes for Harward. 2 away in the inning. Fairmont State looking to see if they can continue to shut Glenville State off that scoreboard. 4-0 is your score. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 3 for Haller, and she is fired up as she ends the inning with the swing and a miss. On to the bottom of the 5th, Fairmont State leads 4-0. More action from the MEC softball tournament coming up here on MEC TV.
Tomorrow's innovators, teachers, caregivers, researchers, leaders, and creators all have one thing in common. They started out just like you. At West Liberty University, you are the focus. This is a place where you will gain the skills, knowledge, and confidence to change your life and the world around you. It all starts here, with you. Visit westliberty.edu to start your journey. It's all here at West Liberty University.
Glenville State University offers cutting-edge programs, small class sizes, and dedicated faculty providing students with a personalized experience focused on their success. With the lowest tuition in the Mountain State, every student has the opportunity to achieve their goals. At Glenville State University, you'll find a community that supports, challenges, and inspires you every step of the way. From hands-on learning in state-of-the-art facilities to internships that connect you with real-world opportunities, we prepare you for the challenges and triumphs of tomorrow. Pioneer your future at Glenville State University.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Fairmont State back at the plate, and they have the 4-0 lead. See if they can add some more here against Andy Jo Howard. First pitch, a bunt attempt, fouled back. Due up in this inning for the Falcons, Townsend, Paul, and Marietta. 2, 3, 4 spots. So we will see Marietta coming up to the plate yet again, who already has a 2-run double and a solo home run. Fouled over into the top of the stands.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a foul ball comes your
0-2
way.
count on Townsend.
On your side. Thank you so much.
Lefty will dig back into the batter's box. Howard delivers and fouled back again. 3 pitches, 3 foul balls. There is some rain around the Salem area right now, but it's kind of spotty stuff. Decent bit south of here, a little bit to the north. Kind of looks like it's actually surrounding Salem, but in a nice pocket at the moment. 0-2 pitch, miss for ball 1. Doesn't look like it's anything too serious again, looking at the radar, but of course, this one's lined over towards left field. McDaniels will come up and make the catch for out number 1. But for those of you who are any experience with what spring and summer can be here in the mid-Atlantic region, there can be a giant storm coming that will suddenly just vanish as it crosses the mountains. And then when you think the mountains are protecting you, then suddenly a storm will get bigger and just dump on you. And that's just kind of the way it goes. So Emma Paul will come up next with nobody on and 1 away, and she will take a first pitch strike from Howard. And Andy Jo Howard making just her 11th appearance of the season in the circle. Foul tip, 0-2 count on Paul. Howard did not pitch earlier this season against Glenville. Might be one of the reasons why Coach Schoon decided to go with her. The lefty delivers inside and high, ball 1. She had a couple of brief outings in the doubleheader against Davis and Elkins on April 30th. Pitched 2 innings in game 1. Threw a third of an inning in game 2, but allowed 2 hits and 3 runs in that one. 2-2 count. She went the distance against Concord. 7 innings, scattered 5 hits, allowed 2 runs, and had a couple of strikeouts. Fouled back. Again, Howard, a sophomore. In her first outing of the season back on February 8th against Carson Newman with 4 2/3 innings, had 4 strikeouts. That is her season high. Sent high over towards right field, but Harvard is back there and she'll make the catch. About maybe 10 feet from the line for out number 2. That will bring us to Bree Marietta. This will be the first time that Marietta, the power hitter, is facing Howard. Let's see what they opt to do with her here, the double and the home run. If they decide to walk her, they do have a place to put her, as there is nobody on right now for Fairmont State. First pitch from Howard will miss high and outside. And again, Marietta now with 30 extra base hits this season. That one is just foul down the third base line. As we look at this one again, just skipping to the left side of the bag. Kylie Goodman laying out for it. So lefty Marietta will step back in as Howard takes a couple of practice pitches into her glove. And misses low and away. 2-1 count. On the field defensively for the Pioneers, Andy Jo Howard in the circle, Emily Nolan behind the plate. First base, Hannah House. Second base, Zaylee Seda. Shortstop, Delaney Warnick. Third base, Kylie Goodman. Left field, Shelby McDaniels. Center field, Emma McLean. And right field is Alexis Harward. 3-1 count for Marietta. McDaniels not playing too deep over there in left, as that will go for ball 4. Perhaps knowing that maybe they weren't going to try and give her too much to try and be able to swing at, because that first shot Marietta had ended up burning over top of McDaniels' head toward the fence and left. So Marietta's reached base safely all 3 times that she's been at the plate today. 2 hits and now a walk, and that will bring up Jalen McGill. McGill is 0 for 2 Went down on a strikeout and then a pop out to short. First pitch from Howard is taken for a strike. In the bottom of the 5th inning, Pioneers needing to get out, keep another 0 up on that scoreboard to see if they can start to make a comeback. One hopper over to Warnick at short and an easy toss to Seda at second to get the force out, and that will end the inning. So Fairmont State has shut off the scoreboard this time. Glenville State, they still trail by 4. We'll take a look at this one again. A great play, glove side by Warnick. Top of the 6th, up next on MEC TV.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
You have dreams.
A better life, a better job, a better you.
So where do you start to build the skills necessary to get there? At West Virginia State, you are not just a number, you are who you choose to be.
You receive personal attention from award-winning faculty.
You study in nationally recognized programs.
You learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have.
No matter where you want to go
or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
Top of the 6th inning and back to the top of the lineup for Glenville State as they currently trail 4-0 to Fairmont State. Battle of the winner's bracket. The loser will have to come back and play tonight. Those games scheduled for 5 p.m. McDaniels will take the first pitch for ball 1. First time up, she had the single to left field. Holly will miss there outside for ball 2, 2-0 count. So again, 1, 2, 3 due up in this inning for the Pioneers. Holler will miss here, 3-0 count. Trying to see if they can start to make the adjustment on her. Last time up the plate, McDaniels went down 1 for a ground out on a bunt attempt. And just catching a strike on the outside corner there. McDaniels, you could tell, thought that maybe she had ball 4, but didn't throw the bat down too quickly. A lot of times you'll see umpires don't really like it so much when the batter will drop the bat before the call comes. Popped up in the air into shallow right center field, but getting back from second base is Paige Madison. She'll make the catch for out number 1.
Coming to the plate now for Glenville State.
So a fly out into shallow right center field. Caught from an infielder. Madison getting back and making the grab for out number 1. Lillian Burns up next. She's currently 0 for 1, had a sacrifice bunt in her first plate appearance. She'll take a strike here. Holler has done pretty well on getting some of those low outside corners. Burns, her last time up, grounded out to short. She was the leadoff batter in the 4th. Now Holler will miss outside, 1-1 count. Well, the emergency rescue vehicles have now left from the parking lot out beyond left field. Again, we hope everybody was all right. Didn't seem like anybody came in toward the sports complex here. Well, Burns will get a bruise and head on down to first. Hit by pitch. Now we'll bring up Warnick.
Stepping in now for Glenville State.
Just the second time this season that Holler has plunked a batter. How about that? So Delaney Warnick will step up next. She'll take the first pitch for ball 1. Or excuse me, that was actually Andy Jo Howard at plate. Apologies for that. So Howard was plunked. Foul ball. So now it looks like, so Howard will be in the number 2 spot in the lineup, in the spot of the designated player that was Burns. So apologies for that there, everyone. Again, Andy Jo Howard at first after the hit by pitch. Warnick at the plate. Let another one go by for a 2-1 count. Warnick, her first time up, popped out to short. Her second time up, grounded out to second. She's going to drive this one to deep center field. Look up and say goodbye. That one just getting over the fence. The shutout is over, and Warnick drives in 2 more runs. The Pioneers are fired up as they finally get on the scoreboard. Teammates saying goodbye to that one. Townsend chased it back. That ball had a little too much speed on it and got over the fence. The 2-run home run from Delaney Warnick. Give her now 44 RBI this season and her 11th home run. 4-2 is your score. That will get us now to Emily Nolan, who had to double her last time up. She'll take the first pitch for a strike. Let's see how Holler can respond after allowing the home run. 1-1 count to Nolan. Warnick now with 5 RBI between 2 games here in the MEC tournament. Somebody already making a claim to be on the all-tournament team. Grounder to the right side. Bobbled by Madison. She's not going to be able to pick that one up. E4. The way that one kind of just bounced right into her belly and ended up getting dropped. Kind of fumbled with it a little bit. Just 1 away in the inning. Glenville State trying to see if they can make a little run out of this. Let's take a look at this again. Just kind of looks like it hopped up almost towards her left elbow, actually. Took a funky turn on her. So Howe now at the plate, 1 away and a runner at first. 1 away. So a couple of mistakes here in this inning by Fairmont State. You had first the hit by pitch from Holler against Howard that put a runner on, and then Warnick went deep. Now an error. Pulled towards third. 1 hop, they will get the lead runner at second. No throw towards first. So Nolan is retired on the 5-4 fielder's choice. 2 away in the inning, but still a runner on base for the Pioneers. Zaylee Seda, and I think we might end up with a pinch runner over at first, as Seda is still standing by home plate and waiting to see how has turned and looked back towards the dugout. And out comes number 88, Macy Duval, a freshman outfielder from Noblesville, Indiana. So again, number 88, Macy Duval, not a number you see too often in softball. Making her 33rd appearance of the season. She does have 1 start. 14 at bats. She has 6 hits, so she's batting .429 this season. 9 runs scored, 1 double, 1 triple, 2 RBI. 1 of 3 in stolen base attempts. And now, Seda will come up to the plate. popped up in the infield. Haller by the circle calling for it, reaches up and makes the catch. But not before Glenville State finally puts 2 runs on the board thanks to a 2-run blast from Delaney Warnick, who's been a star at the plate for the Pioneers. Bottom of the 6th up next on MEC TV.
The Fairmont State Fighting Falcons 4.
For over 4 decades, the health plan has been rooted in your community and the state of West Virginia. A steady part of your family and your business. We're here for you with health services designed to manage and improve your well-being. The health plan is powered by a team of dedicated healthcare professionals and trusted local partners. Because your health deserves more than just coverage. It deserves commitment. The health plan. Here for you.
Davis and Elkins College continues leading the way, and we did not slow down, even during the global health crisis. We have secured private donations and grant funding to support our growing, successful, and now accelerated nursing programs. Davis and Elkins nursing graduates have repeatedly posted 100% passing rates on nursing boards and are sought after by health organizations of all sizes, specialties, and locations. They need nurses, and we train the best.
Bottom of the 6th inning, and the deficit has been cut in half after the 2-run home run from Delaney Warnick. Brought in Andy Joe Howard, who is back out in the circle for the Pioneers. Delivered the first pitch to Alexa Forshea for ball 1. Another one high and inside. 2-0 count. Look back over on field 1. Charleston has taken the lead. They are now up 5-3 in the 5th. Ripped down into the corner. That's going to get all the way back to the fence. Forshea rounds first and will stop in at second with a stand-up double. Forshea, who was the 2025 MEC Freshman of the Year and second team All-Conference, picks up her 15th double of the year. And it looks like we will have a pinch runner for her. It will be number 19, Gabby Ram, correct? Ram, okay. There actually been some times that I've seen with the 2 M's that it ends up being Ram, but thank you very much, RJ. Gabby Ram, sophomore outfielder from Fairview, Pennsylvania. So the double down the left field line for Forshea. She will be subbed out. Number 19, Gabby Ram, with Sydney Emanuel at the plate.
Now batting for Fairmont State.
So getting plenty of substitutions here in this contest. No pinch hitters yet, but we've had some runners. Emanuel steps in, squares the bunt, drop towards the circle. Howard picks it up and gets it to Seda for the out, but now Ram stands 60 feet away from getting the lead back up to 3. 1-4 on the put out on the sacrifice bunt attempt. And now we might actually have a pinch hitter. So I just said we hadn't had a pinch hitter yet. Now it looks like we're going to. Number 13, Courtney Boggs, freshman catcher and infielder from Weston, West Virginia, from Lewis County High School. Boggs this season, she has now appeared in 16 contests. She has 10 previous at-bats, 2 hits, 2 runs scored, 1 RBI. She has drawn 3 walks and 1 hit by pitch. So in her limited appearances at the plate, she does have 4 free passes, so an on-base percentage at .429. So she's coming in the spot of Paige Madison, batting in the 8th spot in the lineup. Pulled towards third. Goodman will check the runner and get it over to first. Boggs aggressively goes after the first pitch, and it's a 5-3 ground out for the second out of the inning. And most importantly for Glenville State, it keeps Ram at third. Now we will bring up Kyle Holtz. Holtz, who has driven in 30 runs this year. Grounder up the middle, just past the outstretched glove of Warnick, and she'll drive in another one. Lead back to 3. 5-2 is your score. Ram pumped up as she looks back over towards her teammate before heading back to the dugout after scoring a run.
Well, we're back to the top of the lineup for the
So Ram scoring her 11th run of the season. So an RBI single into center field for Kyle Holtz. Give her now 31 RBI for the year. We'll go back to the top of the lineup with Bella Hess, and she will take a first pitch strike. And we're going to have another pinch runner. Another substitution. And this one will be number 10, Gabby Bibb. So Gabby Bibb heads over to first base, a freshman from Harpers Ferry, West Virginia, in Washington High School. A little bit more towards my neck of the woods in the Eastern Panhandle, as I come from up in Northern Virginia. Well, what's now called, I guess, the top of Virginia, because when you are from what is actually the northernmost county in the state, when you say Northern Virginia, everybody thinks over towards D.C., and the people in D.C. around that area get insulted if you say you're from Northern Virginia and you're not from there. Go figure that one out, folks. 1-1 count to Hess. Not bitter about it at all. Hess, grounder right back to the circle. Howard with a great snag. We'll get it over to first. But another run on the board as Kyle Holtz drives in Ram with the RBI single into center. 5-2 is your score. The Pioneers got a couple of runs last time up. Can they do it again as we move on to the 7th inning? Stay tuned for more. It's coming up next right here on MEC TV.
Decades, the health plan has been rooted in your community and the state of West Virginia. A steady part of your family and your business. We're here for you with health services designed to manage and improve your well-being. The health plan is powered by a team of dedicated healthcare professionals and trusted local partners, because your health deserves more than just coverage. It deserves commitment. The health plan, here for you.
Top of the 7th inning, Glenville State down to its final opportunity to see if they can get back in this ball game. Fairmont State added one more run in the bottom of the 6th, thanks to Kyle Holtz, who has re-entered back behind the plate as Gabby Bibb had come in to pinch run for her over at first. We'll get back to the lineup here in just a moment. Grounder over towards second from Goodman, and Madison, who has re-entered the ball game at second, scoops it up and gets it over to first. And Goodman not happy with that one. But remember, folks, this is a double elimination tournament, and this is the winner side of the bracket. Now, granted, neither one of these teams wants to have to try and come back later today, tentatively scheduled for a 5 p.m. start. They would like to be able to just relax the rest of the day and come back tomorrow. But if they fall in this one, they are not done yet. Emma McLean will foul off the first pitch. So just a quick look at the schedule for what will be still going on today. Up next here on Field 3 is an elimination contest. The number 4 seed from the North, Davis and Elkins, taking on the 3 seed from the South, Concord. Warnick just misses outside, 1-1 count. But also real quick, again, so Kyle Holtz is re-entered to catcher, Madison over at second, and the other one was Forshea at first. So everyone has re-entered for the Falcons defensively. 1-1 count for McLean. Good changeup there from Holler, drops it in for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now the loser of this contest, which is listed as Game 6 in the lineup, will take on the winner of Game 7, and that will be the next ball game that we have here. Swing and a miss. Holler with K number 4 in the ball game. And look at that big old smile she had on her there. 71 strikeouts now this season, and we will have a pinch hitter coming in. Looks to be number 1, Carly Burdick, the younger sister of pitcher Kylie Burdick. Carly, a junior infielder from Cincinnati, Ohio, and Taylor High School. Carly Burdick this season is hitting .429 at the plate, but 3 of 7, so limited opportunities. But why not have an opportunity just to see what can possibly happen with somebody new coming up to the plate against Holler? Swing and a miss for strike 1. Burdick has scored 6 runs this year, but she does have a double and 3 RBI. Burdick, her last time up at the plate, she got a couple at bats in the doubleheader against West Virginia Wesleyan. Was unable to come through with a hit. Her last hit, April 30th, Game 2 against Davis and Elkins, where she was 1 of 1 at the plate and drove in a run as well. Drove in 2 runs with the double against Salem on April 27th. Good eye that time. You could tell Burdick was a little eager there at the plate, maybe a little anxious, thought about swinging, but kept it back. Glenville State down to its final out here in Game 1 of Day 2 of the 2026 MEC Softball Tournament. Holler delivers, fouled back. Over on field 1, Charleston is in the lead 6-3. That game currently in the 6th inning. As Frostburg State had taken the lead at 2-0. Charleston tied it up in the 3rd. And the Bobcats got back up to the lead at 3-2 in the 4th. And Charleston went off for 4 runs in the 5th to take the lead. Addison Mass still in the circle for the Golden Eagles. Burdick steps back in. Lets that one go by low and away. Full count. Burdick coming up in the spot of Alexis Harward. And if she's able to get on base safely, we'll go back to the top of the lineup and Shelby McDaniels. Payoff pitch, fouled back. Burdick fighting here at the plate. This will be pitch number 7 coming up next. Next game scheduled to begin at 2:30 p.m. That's on both fields 1 and 3. Over on field 1, the 2:30 game will be number 3 seed from the Northwest Liberty taking on the 4 seed from the Southwest Virginia State. Another foul tip. Oh, Kyle Holtz laid out, tried to see if maybe she could make the grab. Just a little bit out of her reach. She would have had to have been about maybe Wembanyama's height to be able to make that grab. That ball, that ball got out there pretty good, but I love the attempt. And that's what coaches like to see too. Don't just take that play off even if you know you probably can't catch it. Go after it. Next pitch from Holler will miss outside. Ball 4 and Burdick is pumped. A great battle at the plate from Burdick, who hasn't had too many opportunities this year. Now we'll go back to the top of the lineup and Shelby McDaniels, and it looks like Harward will re-enter and run at first. So Harward re-entering, running at first. Remember, folks, in softball, in case if you're kind of new to the game, not quite aware, a player can re-enter once. So if Harward is substituted for again, then she will be out of the game. Move on to Shelby McDaniels, pulled towards third and snagged for the out. Jalen McGill is right there for the grab, about one step into foul territory, and Fairmont State moves to Friday. Just not quite enough. And McGill is there for the catch. And getting the win for the Falcons. 5-2 is your final score, but Glenville State, they struggled against Delaney Holler, but they started to fight back late, but just could not get enough going offensively. But Delaney Warnick does it again for the Pioneers. But over on the other side, Fairmont State, my goodness, Brianna Marietta. What a day for her at the plate. She drives in 3 of the Falcons, 5 runs, and Holler, another great performance in the circle as well, gets the complete game victory. So again, just to look at the schedule here. So Fairmont State, the next time they will take the field will be tomorrow at noon over on Field 1. They will be taking on the winner of Charleston and Frostburg State, which right now, that is still the lead for Charleston at 6-3. That game still in the 6th. And again, Glenville State is not done, but they will have to come back and play again. And the third game of the day, scheduled for 5 p.m. start, they will be over actually on Field 1. So they will have to switch sides. They will be on Field 1, and they will take on the winner of what's coming up next on this field, Field 3, between Davis and Elkins and Concord. So I'd like to thank my statistician, R.J. Licey, sitting to my right, and my producer sitting to my left, Robbie Mounts, as well as our camera crew all around the field. So once again, your final score for Game 1 on Day 2, Fairmont State gets the win 5-2, and they will move on into Friday. Glenville State will have to come back tonight and play it again. For R.J. Licey, Robbie Mounts, and our entire crew, I'm Scott Hall. We'll see you back here at 2:30.